Hi everybody, Mel here, welcome back once again to my channel. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear a dog barking and howling. Throughout this whole video, my neighbour's dog upstairs, I don't know what is going on, but it's just barking and howling all day and it's literally driving me insane. I spent most of my time like out in the back garden chilling in the sun, but I wanted to come in here and film this. Also, can we please just ignore my hair? I'm having like such a bad hair day, and like usually what I do if it won't sit right down is I'll put it in space buns, but I feel like they're not even agreeing with me today, so I like tried to make my makeup look nice to balance it out and everything's just a mess. So if you could just like not look at this for like the whole video, that would be really good. So it has been a long time since I have filmed any kind of book related video, and actually bookies videos and stuff, and book videos and reviews and like TBRs and stuff. I used to do quite a lot of videos on that, and the reason that I haven't done that is mostly because I've had so many other videos and stuff to film, but now that there's not much going on, I don't really have an abundance of stuff to film. Also, I have been in like a major reading slump, and I've kind of just come to the realization of why I think it happened. And I was only thinking about this actually the past couple of days, because I went from I was reading non-stop, particularly, well, last year I had a really good reading, well, the year before last I had a really good reading year, and then I had a really good reading time for about like 6 months of last year, and then I've just kind of got out of the way of it. I think I know what it is. I think it's because, right, the books that I tend to typically enjoy are pretty heavy. Like, I can't tell you why, but like I love books with strong themes of like dystopian societies or even utopian societies and weird stuff, and they're usually like quite thought-provoking. And I read 1984, War of the Worlds and Brave New World like on the bounce, like one after the other. And if any of you have read those, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you put the book down and you just sit there and like contemplate your existence for like, oh gosh, it happened to me for days. After 1984 and after Brave New World, I had some messed up dreams for like weeks after finishing both of those. Like, I felt like, oh, I just couldn't get them out of my head. And then it's actually been after those that I've kind of fallen into this reading slump. And I just think it's because, I don't know, maybe I was just taking the reading thing a little seriously. And it's so annoying because I love those books, I love those themes, but I was just like sat and like thought about them for like days, weeks after. So I was thinking the other day, right, we're in lockdown. It's meant to continue in the UK, I think, till just before my birthday. It's like the 7th of May or something, but let's face it, it's probably going to get extended. It's wishful thinking to think that I'll get out for my 30th. So I was thinking if I pick a couple of books, like not too many, because I don't want to like pressure myself into reading as much as I used to read. But if I pick something like, these were from my bookshelf already, stuff that was already in my TBR. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll just pick a couple of those, maybe on the more lighthearted side, and maybe I'll be able to get through those. So I just thought today I would share with you guys my to be read list for lockdown, and I think it's achievable. It's only like a couple of books, so I think it's quite achievable, and one of them I already started to read and then like forgot about. So I just thought I would show those to you guys today. But in the comments before we start, let me know either your favorite book or like something that you're currently reading, because my actual to be read list, like not just the lockdown one, is massive, and let's just see how far we can push it. Okay, so first up in my what I want to read during lockdown, but I haven't titled this video yet. I'm sure it'll roll off the tongue better than this. But it is this one, and it is The Things We Learn When We Are Dead by Charlie Laidlaw. And I actually picked this up, I must have been going, I think I went to Amsterdam and I picked this up in the airport, and I've read like a chunk of it. You can see I have a bookmark here, and I'm using like a postcard from Amsterdam as a bookmark. And this book is just so bizarre. It's basically about this woman who dies, but instead of going to like heaven, as heaven is traditionally thought of, she ends up on this massive rocket ship circling the galaxies, and the captain of the ship is basically this really bizarre hippie version of Jesus. And it is such a bizarre read, but I actually was really enjoying it. I think I just went while I was in Amsterdam, and then I think I probably put it down and just forgot about it, put it in my suitcase and didn't pick it up again. So I was really enjoying it though, and I do want to know what happens because it's super interesting. It sounds like a freaking dream that I have, so I'm really enjoying it. So I'm planning on hopefully getting this one finished. The next book that I want to try and get through during lockdown is actually part of a trilogy. This is the second book, and it is The Girl in the Tower by Catherine Arden. Way back on my channel, like way back, you'll see I think this was on a TBR. I think I was currently reading it at the time, but this is the first book, which is The Bear and the Nightingale. And I read this as part of like a little book club with me and some friends, and I absolutely love this book. It's basically all based on like Russian like folklore and fairy tales, and it's this story about this girl who basically sees all these interesting little creatures that other people don't, so it's very like magical and mystical, and I really enjoyed this. So I thought what a good idea to read the second one of the trilogy, and then I don't know, maybe next month or something I'll get through the third one. Yeah, but I think it was in a TBR like a couple of years ago where I was talking about this book, and it's literally, and you'll know exactly what video it is because the thumbnail, I am dressed like this book. Like, I'm not even kidding you, and I think I even mentioned that in the video at the time. I was like, oh, I appear to be dressed as this book. So you'll know exactly which video it is when you stumble across a video where I'm dressed like this book. Yeah, I really want to read the second one of this. It's not massive, like let's see how many pages it is. It's only like 350 pages or something, not even. And because it's me and I have to read my weird and fantastical books, I've included The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. I have seen, is there only 2 movie adaptations? Because I know there's the one, I've seen the old school one, which I loved, and I've seen the one, isn't it Samantha Mumba or something's in the other one that came out, I think it came out in the 90s, or was it the 90s or early 2000s? I don't know, but I remember watching that movie like around the time it came out, and the story of this is so great. I probably don't even really need to explain it. It's about time travel. Guy who builds a time machine time travels. But I'm pretty sure everyone knows the story. But even though this book is also tiny, been sitting on my bookshelf for ages, haven't made it through it. So I figured now's the time to try and get through it. So that's kind of my entire like lockdown TBR. I didn't want to push it. I know it's tiny, but like I didn't want to push it because lockdown hopefully won't be that much longer. Also, I just have a lot going on at the minute. Like, I've started my own business. I'm running that all myself and doing all the admin and postage and website stuff myself. And then also I have this YouTube channel, and then also I have my gaming channel, which I took like a week off YouTube last week, and I've fallen like so behind. So I'm actually like really busy trying to catch up with myself and keep all that stuff going. I know it sounds stupid to be like, oh, you could just not do YouTube, but like I want to. So I figured that seems like an achievable amount of books to read with all the other stuff I've got going on. And yeah, hopefully I'll get through those during lockdown. Let me know in the comments if there's anything you guys are reading during lockdown or even watching, because I've been watching a little bit. I don't usually watch TV, which is really weird because I do work in TV, but like I very rarely like watch anything on it. But during lockdown I've actually come to enjoy some like Netflix series. I've been watching The Tiger King, and like I've been trying to draw it out like over the past series of weeks, but now I'm kind of like binging on the final episode because I got to the part where she's like, oh, like clearly killed her husband, and I'm like obsessed. So I'm probably gonna finish that before the weekend's out. And I don't know, any more shows to watch. I guess I'm kind of open to anything because I never watch anything. Whenever I do watch stuff, I'm so set in my ways, and I watch like the same shows over and over again. So I watch like The Office, The American Office, Friends, like just repeatedly instead of venturing and trying something new. So I also would like to watch some new shows. So leave me your recommendations in the comments, and thank you guys for watching. If you haven't given the video a thumbs up yet, then please do that. If you haven't subscribed, then please do that, and don't forget to hit the little bell notification so you get notified on future uploads. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next upload. Bye guys!
I'll raise a glass to you, and you'll raise a glass to me.